Hi, my name is Emil, and today I have just a feeling I have to talk about coronavirus, my thoughts about it, because I have, I have just the pressure, to say something, because I'm following around the world all those things, the newspapers, the radio, the TV, what people are talking and everything. So, let me say something. They say always United States, coronavirus, it's one of the worst countries in the world. So, if you think, in the United States, for example, there are 330 million people. 10% of 330 millions are 33 millions. This is 10%. 1% is 3.3 millions. So 0.1% is how much? 330,000. And 0.05% is 165,000. So they say maybe right now that between dead people about 150 or 160,000. So that is 0.05%. That's almost nothing. But, so when you think, you have to take the whole population. Why? You can't just take, they say there are 4 million infected with coronavirus. How do they know that? I mean, there are 330 million of people. So did they check them all? Did they make tests? How do they know there are exactly 4 million people infected? There's no... Maybe there are 20 millions infected, or 30 millions already. And now think. So how many people do have real difficulties? Most of the people don't even know that they're infected, that they have coronavirus. They don't know. It's completely mild. It's very rare that it's really a big complication. And I would agree, and I agree to protect people's life. But you can't punish all the world. You can't close everything down, shut down. I mean, at the beginning, it makes sense because you didn't know what it is. But now, there should be a second wave, a third wave, and you want to lock down everything again? You know how many people lose their jobs? How many people lose their own companies? They commit suicide sometimes. So the additional deaf people. So let's just compare. Because you hear always, in all the news, in the medias, you hear how bad it is. The people are scared. They panic. Compare now, the coronavirus is actually kind of a flu. Like the flu, when you take the flu. How many people die every year when they have flu? They have maybe pneumonia, inflammation of the lungs, yeah, and it's the flu. So anyway, so when you think, if so the news, always in TV, radio, newspapers, if they would mention every day all over the world how many people got the flu and how many people are infected with the flu and how many people die with the flu. I mean, it's almost like, I didn't look it up completely, but it's very similar to coronavirus. So, and if you would want to say, let's just get rid of the flu, then nobody gets it. It's not possible. So the clue is, we have to live with corona, like with the flu. And about vaccines, vaccination, how much would make that sense? They're doing so fast now, they try to get something, and maybe this is even dangerous because they can't really test everything like it should be. They accelerate everything. So I don't think that the natural thing would be, for my opinion, I don't care how many people are infected. I care about how many die and to prevent that. Because those who are infected, oh, that's good for them. They develop antibodies and they're kind of protected. That's kind of sure. The scientists found that out. It's normally. So I think that would be the best way and the cheapest vaccination, right? So I really, I don't understand what they want to do. Because what is really important now, what I would say is, you have to find things to protect maybe the endangered people, let's say the old people who are in nursing homes. So who is working there, maybe they should wear the masks, they should wash their hands, they should try not to infect them, because they're endangered, like with the flu, it's the same, they're the old people who get in troubles. And maybe some people who have other health issues, like, too much sugar, whatever, so it's just, so that's the problem. So, but I'm not saying that everybody has to wear a mask, just where it's endangered, and the people who are very old, they stay more home, they should stay home. And people who are endangered, if they are younger, because they have other health issues, maybe they can work from home, like from home office. That would be another thing. So we have to think about that. And I heard, for example, that they gave some people who are in the intensive care unit, they got from some people who had antibodies already and went over the corona. So they put them into the blood, and that helped. So that would be the way just to save the lives if somebody has complications, That would be the proper way, but not the vaccination. That's not so important. It's just about money, the vaccination. Even if they give it very cheap for $1-2 or for €1-2, they will still make money with that. So that's not the most important thing, because we have the natural vaccination, that's our immune system. I believe into that. So why do they panic, or why do they shut down everything? So at the beginning we didn't have even the toilet paper, of course the people were crazy and bought everything, and to produce that we need the people that they work in to produce the meat or to do other things for the food, that we get that, or the water, to fill it up in the bottles when we need that. So there's a lot of things, if you shut down, we won't have that. And the other thing is, the rich people, they buy all these businesses because they get it for cheap now. And there's a lot behind that. Just think about that all. I just wanted to mention that because it's a need for me. And I believe we don't have to wear the mask and we can travel. I shortly travel with an airplane, from the States to Europe. Anyway, so you have a mask there, okay, you have that, but you take the mask down when you eat, so you can sneeze at that time. It's the circulation there. It's almost the same air the whole time if you fly for 10 hours, 12 hours. So how much sense that makes to wear that? But I'm for traveling and everything. It should be normal. We should go on holidays, vacation, everything. Because there is no way to kill coronavirus. No way, we have to live with that. And the earlier we get it, the better will be our immune system, and the next time it won't be so terrible. It will be less and less and better, and it will be like a flu. But even with the flu, a lot of people die. And that we're dying, that's normal too. I have my mother, and I don't want her to die now. She will turn 86, but this is the life. And I think we should acknowledge that and recognize that. And now it's time not to shut down everything again. That makes no sense. We have to live with that and move on and start our normal life. I believe in that, really. And I hope so. It makes you a little bit think about that. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks. Take care.